So let's talk about Tantra, my friends, and specifically my first real Tantra massage from a man I had known for approximately 2 days and maybe exchanged 10 words with. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know a few things about me. I read about sex, I study it, I talk about it, I experiment with it, and I have been very vocal on this channel about my love for erotic massage and sensual touch as a form of intimacy. You also might remember, and if you don't, the link will be somewhere around here, that I made a video a while back about my first erotic massage experience with a man and how genuinely horrible it was. Now, we're gonna come back to that because the contrast matters for this video. But first, before we get into it, quick favor. If you wanna make sure you can always find me, even if YouTube does something unexpected overnight, there's a link in my description to join my email list. No spam ever. Think of it as an emergency come find me button. It'll take 10 seconds. It means the world. Okay, let's get into it. Greece, stranger, Tantra, let's go. I recently went to an intimacy retreat in Greece alone. I've made several videos about the experience already. There's a deep dive on this channel where I talk you through a lot of what happened, so I won't retell the whole thing here, but what I will say is that it was probably one of the most intense, transformative, occasionally overwhelming experiences of my life. And if you want the real behind the scenes, the voice memos I recorded in real time, the processing, the messy emotional moments between workshops, that's all on my Patreon, because some things are just too raw and too detailed for YouTube. The link will be below for that. But today, we're talking about one specific experience that I have been so excited to share with you guys, the Tantra massage, and how it genuinely changed something in me. Now, here's the thing. I am not someone who came into this blind, all right? I've read about Tantra. I talk about it on my channel. I've experimented with sensual, intentional touch with my partner, Gab, for years now. I know the concept of Tantra massage, you know, the breath work, the energy, the idea that the body can experience pleasure and release in ways that go beyond what we typically think of as sexual. Okay, I knew all of that, but I still wasn't prepared. So before I get into the massage itself though, I have to tell you about the workshop that I did the previous day, so before the actual massage, because that's actually where this whole thing kind of started. So the retreat I was on had a Tantra workshop. Level 1, which meant just body to body contact and no genitals. It was beautiful. Okay, one catch is you obviously had to have a partner, and I was there alone. Now, I could have sat that one out, but I really, really wanted to try it. So I did what any person at a Greek intimacy retreat would do. I went and found someone who also needed a partner. Now, he was very hesitant. He was very nervous, understandably. You know, he really wanted to do the workshop, but he didn't think he was going to because he didn't have a partner, and it's like very intimate, you know. We're talking about like body to body contact, skin to skin, breath work together, eye gazing with literally someone you just met minutes before. But I looked at him and I said, look, like we just met, we're about to get naked and, you know, rub our bodies together. Maybe they'll be a little bit awkward, but you know what, we're here to learn. So let's just go in with a good attitude and be present and have fun with it. And it was actually a really, really good experience. That was level 1. Like I said, there was no genital contact. There was in level 2, which I didn't do, unfortunately. I did ask him if he wanted to do it, but he didn't want to because it was too intimate, and then he later regretted that. But what I experienced in that workshop was a kind of closeness I genuinely didn't expect to feel with a stranger. It was grounding, it was trust building, it was deeply, deeply relaxing in a way that felt almost meditative. And it cracked something open in me about what touch can actually be when it's intentional and safe. So I left that workshop definitely hungry for more. So the next part of the story involves a man and a breakfast buffet, which is not how I expected a life-changing experience to begin, but here we are, friends. So the day before, at one of the evening events, a temple party, which was kind of like a play party, I did say in the desire sharing circle that I wouldn't mind being massaged. So at one point, a gentleman from the retreat approached me, quiet, you know, very stealth, the kind of person who doesn't seem to say much, but when they do, you listen. He was a little bit older than me, and he mentioned very casually that he was a tantric practitioner and that he'd be happy to give me a massage if I was interested. And in the moment, I was like, ooh, maybe later, you know? But yeah, we didn't end up doing a massage because I got busy doing other stuff. But then the next morning, after all was said and done, we were at the breakfast buffet, and we bumped into each other in front of the cereal bar. And I said, you know, I didn't get to try your massage. And he said, oh yeah, I know. What about today? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I can clear my schedule. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, girl, a stranger in his room? Are you serious? And honestly, under any other circumstances, I would have had the same reaction. But here's why I said yes, and this matters. So the day before, I had been talking to a woman at the retreat, and she told me, because word travels fast around these places, all right, these sex positive spaces, you don't always name names to keep, you know, privacy for people unless it's someone who did something not acceptable, then you fucking name them to make sure other people stay safe. But generally speaking, like, you don't really name names too much. So yeah, I've been talking to this woman and she told me about a massage she'd received the previous day, 2-hour massage, so profound, so sensual, so energetically overwhelming that she said she genuinely wanted to have sex with this guy afterwards. And he said no, that wasn't what this was. We're gonna leave the energy there. And she was like, whoa, she left that massage completely transformed. And honestly, I had a feeling it was the same guy because let's be honest, like how many men around there were walking around being like, I'm a tantric practitioner. You wanna come to my room so I can give you a massage? Now that I say that out loud, probably many, but still, I had a feeling it was this guy. And that story, specifically the part where he held the boundary even when she didn't want him to, told me everything I needed to know about who this guy was. It was that guy, by the way. It was confirmed later on. All right, so, oh my God, I'm tired. You never know how these days are gonna go. I decided not to go to the workshops because I'm gonna get a massage, a Tantra massage, a 2 to 3 hour Tantra massage, non-sexual. Naked but non-sexual, from someone who offered it to me, which is very nice. I think it'll be a nice experience. He's a tantric practitioner and I know he's given somebody else a massage before and she said it was amazing, so that's what I'm going to do. So that afternoon, I went to his room. He told me, clear your schedule 2 to 3 hours. So I didn't go to any workshops that day. I mean, this could have potentially been a bad situation. But again, because I had that feedback from that woman, I felt safe going into it. Yes, I entered his room and we talked first. Now that was the difference. And if you remember my bad experience, you can go back and watch that video with my first like sensual massage with a man. You'll understand why that mattered so much. So he asked about my experience with massage, with erotic touch, with Tantra. I told him I was comfortable with sensual and erotic massage, but I never really had like a real tantric massage before. And he told me about his training, his approach, that he reads energy of the person he's with. Sometimes what comes up is joy, sometimes grief, sometimes it's deeply sexual. And sometimes if he senses unprocessed trauma, he won't touch the person at all. Just that conversation, that care, already felt like the opposite of everything I had experienced before. So then naturally I got undressed, he put on some music, and I lied down on his bed. And he was wearing underwear at first, and then he took off his underwear, like I guess when I lied down. Usually like you do these massages all nude. If you were the giver, you could keep your underwear on if you want. When I was in the workshop and I was giving, so I was the one massaging, I did keep my underwear on for that. I guess that's like a personal preference, but I guess preferably it's better to be naked together because of the energy and, you know, being vulnerable together and trusting each other. So yes, I was on his bed, and friends, he massaged me for 3 hours. 3 hours! And he did not get tired. It was like same pressure, even more pressure sometimes, like wow. I have genuinely never in my life experienced that quality of receiving, not having to do anything, not having to perform or reciprocate or be on in any way. Just this person completely present, giving me everything. It was the best massage I've ever had in my entire life. Full stop. And yes, I did move in and out of arousal throughout. This is part of Tantra, right? The energy builds, it moves through the body. It doesn't always stay in one place or mean one thing. There were moments where I thought things I will not be saying on YouTube. At a certain point, he asked with full clear consent if I wanted to continue into the yoni massage, and naturally I said yes. Now, I'm not gonna go too much into detail here because the full story, recorded literally right after it happened, raw, unfiltered, is on my Patreon. So if you want that version, it's there. But what I will tell you is the release I experienced was unlike anything I've ever felt before in my life. I'm not talking about a physical release, although that was part of it, obviously. I'm talking about something that moved literally through my entire body, something that felt. And I know how this sounds. Okay, it sounds very spiritual, a love high, a warmth and openness that stayed with me for days afterwards. In that moment, lying there, completely undone in the best possible way, I finally understood Tantra. Not intellectually, but in my body. Which, by the way, in case you're curious, that's all that happened. There was like not extra stuff that happened. We did debrief afterwards. It was really nice. I asked him questions about his experiences and vice versa. And it was just like a really nice aftercare chitty chat. Now, we're going back to the bad massage now, okay? I wanna go back to that for a second because the contrast is super important. Not just about Tantra, but just about intimacy in general. So the first time I had an erotic massage with a man, there was no rapport, zero rapport. No getting to know each other. He didn't ask me questions. He didn't check in. He didn't make sure I was comfortable. And I know, okay, like this guy and I had 3 hours, wasn't paid. We had a lot of time. The circumstances were a bit different, but still, there's like a way to do things, okay? And in that terrible experience, at a certain point also, without asking, without checking in, he just like proceeded, if you know what I mean, to enter me. Not with his genitals, but like with fingers. No consent, no pause, no acknowledgement that this was like my body and my experience. And it just was completely disconnected. And it left me feeling unseen in the worst possible way. And what I experienced in Greece was the exact opposite. Every single moment was intentional. Every transition was communicated. I felt seen, genuinely fully seen the entire time. That difference, that's not just the difference between erotic and tantric. That's just the difference between someone who's taking an experience and someone who is holding one for you. And that's what presence actually feels like. And once you felt it, you can't unfeel it. Now, I know you might say, oh, well, that's what happens when you have a paid experience versus not, but like there are tantric practitioners in the world that create spaces like this for you. So anyways, from now on, I'm definitely gonna try and seek out a tantric massage for a man because I am still curious to go there. All right. And I obviously told my partner about it, which I'll get into later. But yeah, during the debrief with this man, he told me that Tantra had completely transformed his intimate life with his partner and with himself. And I believed him because I really felt it. You know, we talk a lot on my channel about the power of massage and intimacy, but Tantra is something else, my friends. It's intentional, it's energetic, it's slower and deeper and more connected to anything I had ever tried before. And I was just so excited to come home and share it with my partner. I actually told the guy, like half jokingly, I was like, I would love for him to come and teach my boyfriend how to do this. And for me too, like how we can do this together. And funny enough though, is Gab and I will be traveling to this person's country in a couple of months. So maybe we'll meet him there, maybe not for a little course, we'll see. And speaking of Gab, in case you're wondering, because I'm sure in the comments below, people are gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe her boyfriend let her do this, blah, 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 what a hoe, what a whatever. Anyways, yes, he knows about all of this. I called him literally right after it happened because I was experiencing so much joy and love for him and grateful that he allowed me to have this experience or invited me to have it, and also excited to practice this with him in the future. And I know that sounds a little cheesy, but you had to be there, you know? He was wonderful about it. He was curious, he was open, he was excited to learn more, which honestly made me love him even more. So naturally, I came home and booked him a Tantra massage with a practitioner I found in Montreal because like, of course I did. But his experience was a little different from mine, and that's a whole other video coming soon in terms of the style of Tantra practitioners you can find, because I think that's one of the most important things that I took away from all of this, now that I'm getting more experienced in it, is that every person's experience with Tantra is completely unique. It really depends on who you're with, what energy you bring, and what you're ready to receive, and there's no one version of this. So if you've been curious about Tantra, whether for yourself, with a partner, or just as a concept, I really encourage you to explore it, okay? Not because it's some like mystical cult thing, although I understand why it can come off that way sometimes, but because when it's done with the right person, with real intention and real presence, it is genuinely transformative. I'll be sharing a lot more about Tantra on this channel as Gab and I continue to explore it together. And if you've had your own Tantra experience, good, bad, confusing, life-changing, whatever, I definitely want to hear about it in the comments. And lastly, if you want more behind the scenes content from me and more exclusive behind the scenes Greece intimacy retreat, pleasure travel, general sex education journey, you can check out my Patreon. I'm gonna link it below. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.